Circling. Okay, I think we're live. I think we're live.
Hey.
Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Isn't that who's saying? Is
That's a good
anybody?
question.
Is anybody out there? I feel like it's Queen or something.
And do they sing it like that though? That is the
No,
question.
no, they do not.
Okay,
They
just
do not
checking.
sing it like that because no.
Just checking.
So we are live. I can see us on my. Oh, somebody's out there. Somebody's out. Oh, that was me.
Hi. Oh,
That was me. That was me. I just hit it myself. Um,
I
we
love
are
it.
live. I'm posting. I'm sharing. I'm sharing. I think there is one person watching, unless that's me, unless it counts myself. Oh, let me turn the volume down.
All right, I just shared it on my page.
So I just said hello to us. Maybe it does count
Hi.
myself.
Let me
Hello,
sure.
everybody. Let us know if you're out there. If you want to, you can be fly on the wall. We don't mind.
We don't mind it.
We don't mind. We don't need another hero. I got a lot of music in my head tonight. Okay, I don't know why.
You are like a jukebox. I love it.
I wake up like this morning. I woke up. No one man deserves all that power. That was I forget who it
Oh, no,
is.
that's a
It's kind of
Kanye
a
West.
rap. Oh, is it?
Kanye.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, Linda. Hey, Robin.
Hey,
Hello,
Linda. Hey, Robin. Hey, Diana.
Diana.
Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome.
Diana had a cute post this morning or today, whenever. Well, I don't know, whatever. I liked it, but it was like you something about like you just dressed up cute today or something. So, and Robin, didn't you just have a birthday? I think. Happy birthday, Linda. It's good to see you. Linda, your picture always reminds me of a dear friend that worked in my volunteer improv thing named Kathy. Every time I see it, it's just your tiny little icon of a picture. It always reminds me of her, and I know it's not her.
Aw.
Oh, thank you. Quicker than a ray of light.
I,
I know.
y'all, don't get him started tonight.
Oops. Okay, Robin. Happy early September birthday. Yeah. So
Hi,
lots
Jean.
of songs going through my
Jeannie.
head. Oh, Jean J. I won't say
JJ.
J. I won't. I
Oh,
started to
no.
say. I started to say. I won't say JJ because I have this feeling you don't like being called JJ. You'll
Oh,
have to let me know.
sorry.
Jean
I
J.
take it back.
Jean
I
J.
take it back.
DJ. So you know what, V? I'm on that thing of like just freaking tangents lately. Reading some witch books, and then
Hmm.
they get me to another person, and then next thing I know, I'm reading the Joe Silva method, which is all got NLP and
Mm,
hypnosis all wrapped in it. And I don't know if you know about the Silva method, but it's like from the '70s and stuff. And
yeah.
I'm like, oh my
Yep.
gosh,
Yep.
I never heard of it, but all the stuff that it infuses and
Hmm.
probably like there were some wordings in this
Hmm.
person I was listening on tape. I was like, my hypnotherapist used those words, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, I have a total um, reaction every time they say the word mind control, and it's the Joe Silva mind control method. Every time they say
Hmm.
mind control, I'm like, it's like,
It's a jolt.
yeah, it's like when I was deep in the church, if someone said Jesus Christ or God damn it, I would always like
A
flinch.
physical, visceral
It was like
reaction.
it's like a flinch. So yeah, it's very very interesting. But again, like I said, it's just I'm like, wow, this is fascinating because in one of the Matt Oren's witch book, he talked about counting backwards from 100 to get into your alpha state, and I'm like, that's Joe Silva method. I'm pretty sure because Joe
Mhm.
Silva was like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even the trigger with the fingers, which is very NLP hypnosis stuff. So
Yeah.
yes, Linda,
Awesome.
your photo does remind you of something positive. A very very dear friend and one of the most reliable, consistent people I ever met.
Aw.
Ah, so love to you, Robin. So V, what's been going on in your life? What's happening? What's shaking? I like that your
Hmm.
glasses match your shawl or shirt.
Thanks. Yes. And I just was sitting here thinking, like, I got to get you a new um, business card to put up in my corner,
Oh
or a new
yeah,
picture.
yes, because it's kind of a little more. It's kind of like those
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah. So that's part of it, just I am expanding and if anybody has ever expanded, it can be, a bit of a trial, tribulation, all of the above. But allowing myself to expand because it's time. So really just been looking at, what am I creating? How am I choosing to serve the world on a larger scale or a grander perspective and all that kind of good stuff. And so I'm gonna be honest, being in my head about it, what does this look like? Are people going to receive it? But at the same time, knowing that I can't stay where I've been. So yeah, it's been a lot of being in the lab and being in my head and brainstorming and writing things down but little by little, starting small pieces. But grateful to be able to sit and do this work always. That is my
Cool.
why. So, how
Yeah,
about you?
this whole year has been a temperance year for me, and I was like, you know what? I'm really going to focus on balance, moderation. You know,
Mhm.
I used to post like two different places on Pinterest. Now I just post one. So, oh, hello.
Mhm.
So Tracy, hello. Haven't been here in a while. I need some prayers and guidance. My little dog Zora was diagnosed. Oh, diabetes now.
Oh.
How he has to get insulin. I'm so worried about this as we need to keep an eye on him while we find the insulin dose. Gotcha, gotcha. And Tracy, I'm gonna type a name in the chat, um, and I want you to just Google, go to YouTube and search that name, Ferris J. She does a lot of tapping for animals.
Mhm.
And I feel like that can help you because you want to make sure your energy is in a good place because if your energy is all over, the dogs feel it, the cats feel it, animals
Mhm.
feel it. But collectively, Tracy, with your permission, we set the intention, and all those listening, please agree. And if Tracy accepts, then that's wonderful. We set the intention that you will find the correct doses for Zorro. You will
Mhm.
be able to, give Zorro the best life. You will learn whatever lessons this may have for you. And I say all of that, first of all, and so it is. So I'm going to finish that
And
thought.
so
So I
it
set the
is.
intention that you will find what you need to find and get there. I see, agree, and so it is. But Ferris J,
Mhm.
search that on YouTube and start doing some of the tapping for yourself as a surrogate for Zorro. And I say that because, you know, um, I will say, and this is where I'll be a little transparent. I love our animals, but I'm not. I'm one of those humans that doesn't always go see the doctor right away when I should. And my
Yeah.
animals taught me a little bit about that. Sheldon he got to 19 and a half years
Mm.
old, and I feel I could have probably done a little better with maybe his hair. Nothing you can point to and say, "Oh, that wasn't great." Bartolomeo dropped
Mhm.
over within 63 minutes one night. It was like a blood clot. They call it fate. Probably could have had him in for checkups more. Maybe we could have found something. I don't know. But when the
Mhm.
two new kittens came in and Sebastian stopped eating and sat in the corner, I was like, I was starting to give him some healing, and I'm like, if you don't want this, and he walked away. I didn't even get the
Haha.
words out. He was like,
Nope.
no. And
All
I
done.
finally, I came back around, and I was like, listen, I'm going to offer this to you. Take it if you want it, but
Mhm.
show me what I need to learn. And it was, taking them in for, more regular checkups, not just relying on the food I give them, the healing I give them,
Right.
and so, working with medicine, is sometimes tough for some people. But as a human, I'm taking responsibility on myself. For the animals, it's a different story. So,
Mhm.
so Sebastian is we gave him a little oral steroid every night, just a little pink juice, a little tiny little pink juice, just put in his mouth, and here he is. A year and a half later, the doctor's kind of like, oh, oh, okay, he gained a pound back.
Mhm.
He's doing good. So, you know what?
Yay.
He's between 15 and 17. So, actually he's like between 16 and 18 now because he's a year older. But the point is, I had to learn some lessons, and this is what our animals do. They show up for us, and they show up and play to the death. Bartolomeo, he showed me some stuff, even though it was painful and through his passing and quickly, but I have been able to utilize his story and the connection we've
Mm-hmm.
had over and over and over and over and over with clients. It prompted a video that I know has already helped people, which is some of the tapping that I'm kind of wanting you to go to and check it out. So yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
just go look up Ferris J for any animals, even animals in the wild. Let's say you're watching TV and all of a sudden there's like April the giraffe is giving birth and you don't know that they're being taken care of good enough up in New York. You can tap for April as a surrogate. You can tap for their energy. And it brings you peace. V, I know you know about tapping.
Oh
It
yeah.
it centers you and aligns you, and then oftentimes you
Mm-hmm.
have more peace about that. Because you know, to be blunt, we're all going to take our last breath one day, and we hope, bing, the light comes on. And we hope that until that happens, we have these beautiful, wonderful, powerful journeys of growth and
Mm-hmm.
learning and experience and everything. And the same with the animals.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, big rant, big tangent, huge tangent. So, um, I've been in Murphy, North Carolina for the last few weeks with my furry munchkins. Yay, love the mountains. And Tracy, you say you're just heartbroken for him, and I get it. I think you probably know that I get it, but I will say this: how can you be the calm, centered, grounded, harmonious one for him? You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's the challenge for us humans, and that's where the tapping, as you do it for yourself and/or as a surrogate, can help center you so you can be the best for him and
Mm-hmm.
show up for him. Put the oxygen mask on. For you, so that you can take care of him the best. Acknowledge your feelings. I put a reminder in my phone because of the whole I am sad versus I'm feeling, and acknowledging sadness in my being.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that follows I am is a definition of who you
Yep.
are. So I'm really being conscious of saying, like, I am acknowledging this bluesy feeling that I am experiencing right now. And I've
Yeah.
had it before, and it'll maybe gone in a minute or a day, you know, versus, I'm sad, I'm blue, I'm lonely. I'm going to take those words back. I'm happy, I'm joyous, I'm healthy, I'm
Mm-hmm.
whole, you know, but I can be happy, healthy, joyous, and whole and still acknowledging the sadness and blue. So
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, Tracy. So sending you some beautiful high vibrations as well as you understand what all this might mean for you, might mean for Zorro, might mean for your family. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and where's my phone? I need to look up. I'm going to look it up real quick. Bum, bum, bum. So you said diabetes. So I'm going to look up in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. I'm going to see what diabetes connects with. So I'm looking up in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life, to see what diabetes connects with. Why is it not?
I have it if you're
Oh,
looking for it.
oh, you do have it right away already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just found it. So
Okay, great.
longing for what might have been, a great need to control,
Mm.
deep sorrow, no sweetness. And then what you do, no sweetness left. And then what you do is she offers you the counterpoint, which is this moment is filled with joy. I now choose to experience the sweetness of today. So what I'm saying is look into your life or any of the other humans around you where there may be some
Yes.
longing for what might have been or a great need for control, or
Mm.
deep sorrow or feeling like there's no sweetness. A good example of this is like, my dad, he's dealing with Parkinson's, and I looked that up and I was like, oh, of course that's what it means. It means that this utter desire to have control of everything, which what does Parkinson's do?
No control.
Nope, sorry, you don't have control. Your body's going to be
All all done.
jerking all over the place. And that was my dad. My dad was ultimate control. I tiptoed around him all my life because I didn't know if he was going to blow up
Yep.
or whatever. So it was, always wanting to control the situation.
Mm.
So Elizabeth, hey Elizabeth, if to get a pet
Hey,
reading,
Elizabeth.
to how to oh hey dear, are you asking how to get a pet reading? So if you want to get a pet reading from me, mitchellosborn.com, I'll put that in there. Um, But if you're asking about the information, I was talking about Ferris J. She does a lot of videos on tapping for animals and healing and things like that. So, hey, Elizabeth. Oh, that's the same Elizabeth. I was like, that's another.
Like,
I was like,
hey.
are there two Elizabeths? Yeah. Okay. So Elizabeth. So there's how you can get a pet reading from me. They're virtual. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm booked about maybe 3 to 4 weeks out. So anyway. So V, what deck
Yes.
are you going to be reading with tonight?
I
Hey,
am
Sarah.
doing again, going with the Out of Hand Tarot by Jamie Sawyer, my favorite deck at hand as of late. So, yes. Hey,
And
Sarah.
I'm going to be reading with Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti.
Yeah.
One of the decks I read with a lot on my weekly YouTube videos and stuff like that. So let's say so V, you ready to do some readings?
But of course. But of course.
So everybody listen up, especially if you're new. If you're new, there's a real good chance you'll get a reading. If you've had a reading from us 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, because we do this every 2 weeks, then please wait, especially if you had a reading 2 weeks ago, really wait a little bit longer. But if you've had one in the last month, please wait just a few minutes so some of the new people can jump in. Here's how you get on my list of 8. We're going to do 8 readings. And that is type the word me. M-E, basically it's like you're raising your hand. So type the word me in the chat and we will get to you for a reading. And we'll take the first 8.
All right.
Elizabeth, it's been 4 months. Type it in. You got to type the word me. Type the word me.
I saw Robin say me.
Oh,
Tell me
Robin.
tell me about Jackson work. It's funny. That's my kid and he just started working.
Too funny.
Linda,
Linda.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Oh, hey, Kaylin. Kaylin's here. Did you get
Oh,
Kaylin?
okay, Kaylin.
Robin,
Okay, got Robin, got Kaylin. Oh, I see Sarah. Did you get
Sarah,
Sarah? Sarah. Okay,
Sarah,
there's Sarah.
and Tracy.
Okay, one more after Tracy.
Sue.
Sue. All right, got Sue. Okay, we are closed. We are closed. So here's the list, and you don't get to ask questions. We will tell you what we think Spirit needs you to hear through the cards. So here's the order. So number 1 is Robin. Number 2 is Linda. Number 3 is Elizabeth. Number 4 is Kaylin. 5 is Robin again. Why did I write down Robin twice? Are there 2
Oh,
Robins? Oh, there are 2 Robins. So
Robin Galloway
and Robin
and Robin
Pounds.
Pounds. Yep.
Okay, so Robin Pounds, you are number 2. Robin P. Hey, Robin P. It's good to see you, and I know you. So good. So Robin P. is number 5. Sarah number 6. Tracy number 7, and Sue number 8. So here's the dealio. So if you did not get a reading schedule 1 through 8, you can piggyback with someone. And what you do is just in your head, you don't have to type it out. In your head, just choose 1 through 8. I am going to actually choose a number I don't think I've ever chosen. And V, what number are you going to choose? I'm not going to tell you. You're two. So it's funny. I chose number 2. You chose number 4. Those are probably numbers we've never chosen, right?
Never.
So I'm going to piggyback.
Never.
Linda, when I read you, it's for you, but I'm going to trust that the meaning will also mean something for me as well. And then V is going to piggyback with Kaylin. The reading will be for Kaylin, but V will trust that it will be for her as well. So you can piggyback. And also, like if you are on the list and you want to choose another one, like if you got like 2 areas in your life, you can like for
Mm-hmm.
who was it? Who wants to have said Jackson work? So you can even say, you know what, Jackson work is going to be number 7. And then
There
when
you
number
go.
7 comes up, let that be the reading there. Yes, Sarah, it is fun to piggyback. Number 6 has been following me. Then go for it. Go for it, Sarah. Oh, you got number 6. You are number 6. All right. Woo. All right. And also, some people say, you know what, every single reading at night made sense to them. So you can do that as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Robin, not P, but Robin G. Robin G is number 1. So Robin G, number 1, and I'm gonna let V go first because that's just what we do.
That's
That's
just what
just
we do.
what we do.
All right, let's see here. So, Robin, here we have the Hierophant. All right. So the Hierophant here definitely talks about that teaching and learning element. Okay. And as you can see, this person has some lesson plans. They're writing on the board. Um, they're downloading information, but at the same time sharing information. So with that being said, I feel as though um, there's a lot of learning and teaching happening. And it's funny because I saw that you put up about Jackson work, and even though this isn't directed directly toward that, because we're not doing specifics, but I feel as though there is this element of expansion happening where they're being put in a situation to learn, but to also teach others how to be around them. There's this, I just feel like there's this reciprocal relationship that's happening in terms of number one, rules, what is conventional in this space. And if those rules apply, because sometimes we get rules and then we can mull them over and kind of come back with a negotiation of a rule in some way or an accommodation of a rule in some way, if that makes sense. So once again, it's that taking in, seeing how it sits and settles, but then regurgitating that information in a way for another person to understand it. So once again, that reciprocation of information. Thinking outside of the box also comes up with this as well. Um, and just the word change. The five is always about change. And so this element of once again, it's just these rules and figuring out not how to break them, but how to accommodate them or how to tweak them so that they fit. So I hope that resonates some. Okay.
And then Robin, from me, oh, the Hermit,
Mm,
nice. And and really take your time and reflect on what is going on. This is Virgo energy. This is number
mhm,
9. That's number of completions, number of perfections, endings, all that good stuff. So really reflect on what is being thrown at you, what V said, like being taught to you. um, and you somehow this is tied into the moon. I know this super full moon coming up is in Capricorn,
mhm,
another Earth energy. But I feel like the next 4 days are really going to be a good time to reflect on the direction you need to go, who you need to give your time to, where you need to spend any of that energy, and be a little more selective than normal. Protect your heart, protect your energy, protect just and be conscious of where you let that go. With that Virgo energy, I feel like this real like desire to get out there. And was it Robin? Was it you said your September birthday? So
mhm,
are you Virgo? Because I know the last tab. If you're early September, then you are Virgo, which would make some sense.
mhm,
But if you're Libra, then that's later September. But okay, good. So you are. Yeah. So sit, protect yourself, sit within your own energy. The biggest takeaway is be conscious of where you're giving away your time and your energy. Conscious of where you're giving away your time and your energy. Oh,
mhm.
perfect. And eight is a number 9 too.
Yep.
18 is a number 9. So, all right, there you go. Number ones and Robin. Hope and it sounded like that did make some sense. And happy with the new puppies. Whew,
Yay!
whew. I've only brought home kittens before. Only 2 kittens in the last year, and it's always been with Fabian and I over the last 15 years. It's always been adult animals. I shouldn't say that. We did have an outdoor kitten one time. You're welcome, Robin. All right,
You're
so
welcome.
Linda is next. Linda, Linda, Linda. Hey, Linda,
Listen, Linda.
Linda,
Listen,
listen, Linda,
Linda.
listen, Linda.
All right,
So, and this is
Linda.
also for me, so I got to listen up. I got to listen to Linda.
Listen to Linda. All right, Linda, here we have the King of Wands. All right, this is very much take the stage type of energy. Okay, you've been having a lot of visions or a lot of thoughts about what's next. This is also it's not hiding your bigness either. Okay, there's a need for you to step out there for allowing yourself to be seen. Like, grab the mic, get your soapbox, whatever it is. It's like you're needing to tell people or show people. What you've been sitting on for a while. There's a lot of Leo energy. I don't even know if this is a Leo card, but there's just a lot of Leo energy that comes with this King of Wands for me. And nobody puts baby in the corner. allow yourself to stand out. Okay. Um, Once again, you're a visionary. You have these thoughts, you have these ideas. It's time to put them into action. All right. Get people to help you if you need it. If you are the one that just thinks of the ideas, but somebody else follows them out, cool. But you have to be strong enough to give that direction and that sense of authority and stand behind it. All right. So go for the gusto. Go for the gusto. This is a baby emperor for me. Okay. Set the rules, set the plans, set the order, and then allow other people to carry it out if need be. But don't be afraid to take center stage.
And from me, woohoo, more Sagittarius energy, 10 of Wands. So this is all very fiery. This is, oh, sorry, this is
Mm-hmm.
8 of Wands. When I make a mistake, hold on to it. I said 10 of Wands. So keep that in your head because I wasn't even looking at the number. So, first of all, 8 of Wands. This is about getting your head clear, travel, movement. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that is Mercury, right? So communicate.
Mm-hmm.
That is Mercury. Yes. Sagittarius, communicate your expansion, your self assertion, and get your head up out of the clouds, clear your brain, and prepare and get ready to move. Maybe I saw the 10 because that's where you're going next. You're going to skip the 9. You're not even going to have to go through the hard work. You're just going to get right to the 10 and finish it off. And then 10 gets you closer to that King of Wands, which is what V just had up. And again, a lot of Sagittarius energy right here, which is just my Sagittarius, expansion, self assertion, enthusiasm. I'm looking at my cheat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so expand, grow, enjoy. Yeah, I'm taking that to heart, and that was for you, Linda, and me.
I wanted to add when you said that 10 of Wands, and for me, it felt like don't shy away from what's coming up because you think it's going to be too much work. Okay. If once again, like I said, if you need help, you employ people or you ask people to help you. Your job is to have the idea. But if you have the idea and then you're thinking about all the things that go along with it, it'll usually kind of keep you from moving forward. So that's when you said Ten of Wands, that's what came up. It's just like, oh my gosh, if I do this, then there's so many things that have to be done. But once again, you're in charge of how that gets doled out. So,
Yeah, and what I did was I jumped ahead. And
mm-hmm.
when you jump ahead, sometimes what you're saying is like it paralyzes you, you know?
Yes. Yep.
So so beautiful. So Linda, I gotten back in my painting and spending time in the art studio. Now I'm selling my art in Murphy. Woohoo!
Congratulations.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. So and don't get overwhelmed. Don't jump. What is it? Don't jump the gun.
Yes. Don't put the
Did you
cart
say
before the
don't
horse,
put
all that
baby in
stuff.
the corner? Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
Don't
that
put baby in the corner.
which I think is almost like again, jumping the gun because why did we put baby in the corner? Because we could see her blossoming into a
Mm-hmm.
woman, and she started
Mm-hmm.
flirting with people, and Daddy
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, 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 you
Sit
can't be a
down.
girl, you can't go out, you can't have sex, you can't kiss boys, put her in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yep.
oh, whew. All right,
Allow
number
yourself to
three,
shine.
yes, number three is Elizabeth, and
All
anybody
right.
else who chose to tag along.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I'm coming.
Did you grab your
Sanford
heart
and
when you
Son.
said it? Did you grab your heart when you, yes, you
I
did.
did.
Okay. I was looking down, but I just saw the
Yeah.
replay. All right, Elizabeth. So this Three of Pentacles here. All right, this is a kind of collaboration of working together, of having a plan and getting the pieces in place so that you can create a solid foundation. Okay. Um, and so in this space, there's this element of help. I feel like you have a key piece, but I feel like there are other people that can share your vision and want the same outcome. But you have to let them in. You have to allow them in. All right. Each of you has, oh, let me finish this. I thought first. Each of you has a specific purpose that lends to the overall success of something. But I also want to say mind, body, and spirit. It's also about you getting on board with yourself in all facets so that you are aligned to create a stronger foundation for yourself and all the things that you want to carry out going forward. Okay. You can't be at war with yourself and expect great things to happen. All right. So, oh, you're a jeweler. Oh, nice. Yes. So, working together in that space of being a jeweler, if you have partners, putting something together, that that something different is created than your own mindset. So
And then
that's
Elizabeth
what I.
from me, Knight of Cups. And the Knight of
Ooh.
Cups is Scorpio energy. So this is this, just gentle but real in depth kind of, emotional energy. And for me, I would say continue to move forward. Use your heart and how you feel about things to create, to move, to make the
Mhm.
decisions. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, especially for the next 30 days. That's coming from spirit. Because I feel like the next 30 days, you really need to allow the intuition, your emotions, you know, uh, the psychic ability to kind of guide you. Because I feel like you need to be aware when someone's trying to, I don't want to say pull the wool over your eyes, but it's almost like, and it doesn't feel bad like someone's trying to steal from you, take from you, or coerce you or something. But it's like I just want you to see the truth. I want to make sure that you are seeing the truth and you're trusting your gut and your intuition when you know someone in front of you is maybe not being completely truthful. But yeah, this feels like a good corrective action rather than a fear kind of thing. So just again, trust your gut, especially in the next 30 days, especially if there are any big deals to be made where you're putting your signature on a piece of paper. Make sure all the T's are crossed, I's are dotted, and you've read and you understand everything very clearly. But continue to move forward. I think it's going to be a good thing no matter what. Yeah, and V talked a little bit about asking for help, so maybe that's why I'm saying be conscious of who you're asking help for, and you're trusting that. So,
Mhm.
yeah, cool.
Awesome.
Elizabeth, you're welcome. Thank you, thank you. And
Yes,
anybody else
yes.
who piggybacked along with number threes? All right, Kaylin is next, and number fours, which is UV.
All right, Kaylin.
And if you're just joining us, you can piggyback on number four, five, six, seven, or eight. And we're on number four right now. Just pick a number, four through eight, that resonates with you, and just trust that the message will be for you as well.
All right. So here we have the Nine of Cups. This is a great card. This is a card of abundance. It's about being prosperous. It's about having everything that, you want and need. All right. But this is also talking about recognizing when you are overdoing something because abundance can mean also too much. Abundance can easily roll into indulgence. So it's making sure that you are taking a look at, what you have. And making sure you're not overdoing it. It's interesting because even in the Nine of Cups and other decks, there's actual cups, and so sometimes we can kind of fall over the edge of doing too much of something to balance something out. You know, um, with this Jupiter in Pisces. Yes,
Yes.
that's Pisces. Ju- Jupiter and Pisces here. Jupiter is about growth and expansion, and Pisces has that creative energy. Pisces can also have this very strong watery depth of hiding, to say the least, you know,
Escapism?
escapism. And so we have this Jupiter, which is a planet of bigness, and we're escaping a lot to make our own reality be this oasis that we want it to be. We're really not dealing with we're not dealing with what's going on in real life. Okay. So wake up, look at what you have around you, be grateful for what you do have, and be present. Okay. That is how you are going to bring in more of that sense of gratitude, is being present. Okay. So don't overdo yourself to move away and hide. Be present and be grateful. Okay. So,
And for me, ooh, the Lovers, which is some Gemini energy. And you know what? This card really just makes me pull into the take care of yourself. Just
mhm,
this a lot of self care floating around this. I know this is two people, but it's almost like you're the same. These are just the
mhm,
two halves of you in the place with the candles, with the bed, with the beautiful energy. With Gemini. So this is a real good time to take care of yourself. Self care. I know that's a word gets thrown around so much lately. One day it's going to be something else. But right now, take care of yourself. Do the best you can. Um, you know, mani, pedi, massage, spend a little, indulge a little in something that you enjoy, and then the next day go back to, whatever you don't, eat a little extra today and tomorrow pull back. But make sure it's the good stuff, it's quality, and just be conscious of where people are pulling your attention away right now. That's from spirit. So be conscious of where people are pulling your attention away, especially when you're planning on taking care of yourself, and then people want to draw you out a little
Mhm.
bit. It's Friday night, you have a whole night planned of just sitting at home, good book, hot tub, and then someone says, "Come on, let's go out." And you say, "No, I've got a night at home." And you're like, and they keep pushing. You're like, "No means no. Thank you very much. Bye bye." So there's your message.
Good to know.
All right. Hope that made some sense, Galen. We're going to Robin P. Robin Pounds next, and the number fives.
All right.
I don't think I know a tarot reader alive that does not love the sound you're making.
The shuffle.
I
Yes.
mean, I don't think I've ever met someone like, "Oh my God, it's just noisy.
Yeah,
Please
no.
stop."
Mm-mm. All right, Robin. So here we have the Chariot. The Chariot is right around here for Cancer season, but this is talking about, get a move on. Get into that solar plexus chakra of decision making, of willpower. You know what it is that you want, go after it. Have some conviction, have some determination, you know. And this is something that you can do. Don't psych yourself out of it. Okay. You're definitely protected by, your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, the universe, the whole nine. You're on this bike. Go and pedal for what you want. Don't make the pedals not mean anything, because you could have just stayed at the gym and got on a recumbent bike if you wanted to do that, but you're wanting to go somewhere. So make that energy work for you. Okay? Put some vigor behind it, and know that what you're going after, you're being led to. Trust it. Okay? And if you're thinking of moving and you're on that fence of should I not, this is definitely saying, yeah, it's about time to start making some moves in a different direction. Okay? So I hope that resonates.
All right, and from me, justice. So, as you do whatever you're doing, make sure you balance. You're on the bicycle, all right? You've got to maintain balance or you're going to fall over. So this is a real good time to continue. And I think the best thing for you to do is keep your focus, because if you get distracted, that's where you might fall over. So stay focused on the goal, the target, whatever it is. Um, I'm going to put the card down because it's like I need to tell this in a story form. It's like you set the intention for the weekend, and then all of a sudden you start drinking, and you're like, "Oh, it's like your mind gets impaired." No, even if you do drink, continue to stay focused on the main goal. Don't get impaired by anything around you. you know
Mm-hmm.
keep the goal the goal. It's just that simple. And again, and make sure you stay balanced. It's very interesting. These two things are about, because to be on the bicycle, and I know the chariot's not a bicycle, but there
Mm-hmm.
is some balance involved there, and the imagery is of being on this bicycle. So
Right.
maintain the balance, stay focused on the goal. Once you set the intention of oh no, this is, I'm laughing because Spirit's like, it's not about being drunk. It's like this is so funny because I'm like, I swear I'm not drinking, people. But it's like, you've made the decision to do something when you're sober, all right? When you're clear
Mm-hmm.
headed. When you wake up tomorrow morning after the night, continue to stay focused on the main thing. I keep coming back to stay focused on the goal, what you set the intention to be. It's that simple. Done. I'm gonna stop talking. Woo!
I can't.
Set the goal, ignore the rest.
Oh goodness.
Hopefully that made some sense, Robin. All right, we're going to number sixes, and this is for Sarah.
All right, Sarah. I love it. All right. Instead is flipped over. Here we have this Knight of Cups. And so this Knight of Cups here is um Hmm. You don't have to fix everybody and everything. Okay. The Knight of Cups has a very, very big heart and wants to make sure that, everyone and everything around it is good, you know. But sometimes you have to allow people to take their paths, to hit their heads, to make their falls so that they learn their lessons. If you're always there to kind of scoop them up or to save them, um, they won't do that. So this Knight of Cups here is just making sure that, you can look from a distance, you can send them love, you can send them care. But I feel like because your emotions are so involved, you yourself can get wrapped up and become emotionally unbalanced because of their choices. All right. So just allow yourself to step back a little bit and allow them to do what they need to do, because once again, it's their lesson, it's what they're here to learn, it's how they're here to grow. Okay. And you can also look at their lesson and say, well, what am I supposed to learn from this at a distance? Okay. So, heart on your sleeve, send prayers, send love, send light, but don't allow yourself to be wrapped up in the roller coaster of other people and how they're choosing to live, and do what they choose to do. It can create a detriment for you and your own emotional well-being. Okay.
All right. And from me, ooh, the Five of Wands. And this is Leo energy. It's five, it's a tipping point, it's movement, it's just change. And this card just speaks of oftentimes a struggle, a challenge, dissension, arguments. And I feel like today it's more of an internal one, not so much external about the people or things around you. But I do feel like it's this internal, and it could go along with a little bit of what V was saying of like, this struggle could be where you're trying to, like, you're struggling. Should I help them? But no, I don't have time. Should I help them? But no, I don't want,
Hmm.
they need to do it on their own. It's like, I'm being shown the image of like, if you never take your hand off the back of the bicycle seat, your child's never going to learn how to ride the bike.
Hmm.
So sometimes and the struggle could be that fact that you want them to succeed, you want those around you to be happy, to be whole, or to know the truth, because you do know the truth and they're living in a lie right now. But still, it's like they need to fall and scrub their knee to learn the lesson, whatever it is. So
Yeah.
I feel like the struggle's internal. I feel like you'll be a more of a winner if you allow them or those around you to come to the conclusions on their own at
Hmm.
this point. Oftentimes those closest to it, they don't want to hear it from us. But, can't tell you how many times my husband will come home and say something that a good friend of his or a client told him. I'm like, I have
He
been
said the
telling you
same
that for
thing.
years. Or I'll hear him say, "Oh yeah, Mitch has been teaching me that for years," and I'm like, "But you never acknowledge it. Just say, yeah, I'm glad I heard it." So,
Yeah.
all right. So I hope that makes some sense. In a nutshell. I think you can feel more success with hands off right now.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. 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 All right. So Tracy, number seven,
Tracy
and number sevens,
and the sevens.
and then Sue.
All right, so Tracy, for you, we have the Three of Pentacles coming up again.
Nice.
And so, this is Mars in Capricorn. Um, and this is Mars in Capricorn in itself is being driven to the space of success, you know. Um, that Mars energy is very much that emperor energy of having the plan and creating order and that drive, that intensity, And in Capricorn, Capricorn wants the success in all things. So with this Three of Pentacles, it's asking, do you have the pieces in play for you to have that sense of drive, to create that intensity for the success that you're looking for? Coming back to that mind, body, and spirit, I feel like this is also an alignment within self to make sure that each facet of you is filled, your cup is full, so that you have some energy to go off of, to go after the things that you're wanting. Okay. If you are in a space of creating something new that you're building a foundation for, don't forget to give yourself breaks and rest so that you can refuel the beast. You can, pour into you so you can continue to have the drive to keep going. All right. Also, teamwork makes the dream work is always the what I say with this card. If you can employ other people, if this has something to do with work and it's overwhelming, employ people to help you. Like they have this good skill, this other person has this good skill. We can do so much better as a team than we can individually. All right. So I hope that resonates, Tracy. All
And
right.
then from me, up two of wands, so more Mars energy
Mm-hmm.
and Aries. So, and as you make the decisions, I usually don't do like full on guidance, but it's like you need to try the things you've never done before. Now is a time to
Yep.
venture out, play a little bit more, because I feel like if you try some of the things that you've never done before and you play a little bit, that play is going to be freeing and help you to see a better way of doing something that you already are doing. It's like every day you go into work and you're making picture frames, right? You're making picture frames. One day you go in and your entire team says, your boss says, okay, everybody, we're going outside and we're going to play frisbee, you know? And you go outside and you play the frisbee and you have some fun, and then you come back in and all of a sudden it makes the monotony less monotonous, and
Mm-hmm.
you also think about how can I incorporate what we just did in here, and all of a
Yep.
sudden you're making the picture frame smoother and round, a round picture frame like a frisbee. I mean, it's like it opens up the
Yep.
creativity and gets you flowing. So, and this, I love the Mars because that's just this driving dynamic pushing forward. But like I said, I'm going with a little more the Aries energy of let's try something new, the baby of the zodiacs, and this is
Mm-hmm.
about choices and transformative ones. So try some new things and see how it spawns and becomes a catalyst for all the stuff you just do on a regular basis as well.
Yep.
So cool. So Tracy, you said you're doing online auctions and it's a lot of work. It's new for me. Oh, you've been working hard at it. I have
Nice. Yes.
258 items and on one running now. Wow. Woo.
Yeah. So make sure you take those breaks.
Go outside and
Brain
play
breaks,
the
body
frisbee.
breaks. Yes.
Go throw the frisbee outside. New for you, always win. Okay, awesome.
Good.
Yay, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, Sue, the last one of the evening, number 8. Anybody else who number 8? Hey, Mara. Yay, did you piggyback on that with Tracy on number 7s? Or did it just resonate?
Yeah.
Either way, it's good. All right, so Sue, all the number 8s. Here we go, final reading of the evening.
All right. So Sue, for you, ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. Woohoo! All right. So this is talking about new opportunities for money, for stability, for health, for family. All right. There's this big gold coin that's being offered in the way of creating something new that can be sustainable, that can last some time. Okay. Um, Step forward and take hand of this coin. All right. It's an opportunity being extended to you for purpose. All right. I don't know if you've been job hunting or something just kind of fell out of the sky and you're just like, this is too good to be true. It's not. It's being shown to you or given to you for a purpose. There's a starting over, so to speak, that the universe is granting you, that you can begin from the very bottom and begin to build something healthy on top of, whether it's a routine, whether it's a new job, like I said, whether it's, rebuilding with family, things of that nature. But take hold of it. I love it because I think these are lilies down here at the bottom. And the lilies here talk about, peace and purity. Also something that takes time, so allow yourself to grow into whatever this opportunity is. It's not a flashbang thing, but it's a very good starting point for something amazing. Okay. So,
Beautiful. And then from me, Sue, we've got the Knight of Swords. Take flight. Go, 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 go. Aquarius energy. So, yeah, I mean, just this whole card is just light. It's lifted, and there's a lot of blue here, too. So make sure you're speaking your truth as you take flight. But yeah, this is just all about gallop forward. Now is a good time to move, to get things moving. Yeah, I think that's just a simple meaning here. It's like, yeah, were you wondering, are you ready to move or do something? Yeah, the card's saying, yeah, it's time to move. It's
Mm-hmm.
time to move. Yeah, I wish I could give you more, but it's like, I think it's just a simple message. Now it's time. It's time for me to fly. Woo!
Yes. Awesome, awesome.
Who's from Ireland? Hello, Karen.
Oh,
Conlon.
hello,
And also not Paula Pounds.
Paula.
Robin Pounds. I know you said something about Murphy, North Carolina, and I think Linda was in Murphy. So
Yes.
when stuff like that pops up, dig a little
Yep.
deeper, see what's going on there. So that's an interesting one. Interesting one.
Connections.
So yay. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight.
Yes,
And
yes.
V, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on? I'm going to go grab the next the next event.
What's going on? What's going on? Readings are always open. If you guys want a one-on-one reading with me, my website, I'll put it in the chat. It's www.redlightreadings.com, the bottom of the screen. If you guys are looking for some coaching in terms of amplifying your authenticity, your authority, and your audacity, come talk to me. I am in this space of making those my pillars of coaching, having people throw out conditioning, getting rid of what no longer works, recognizing who you are so that you can build and grow in that. Um, so yeah, definitely reach out to me, DM me, send me a message, and we can get into chats about it. So excited!
And I put our next live shenanigans up there. It's 2 weeks from tonight. If you go in there, you can click and put it on your calendar so you don't miss it. Also, if you're interested in some animal communication classes, dream interpretation classes, or numerology for everyday life classes, I put my 3 classes that are on demand in there. And my spread store, I put in there if you want to get a spread delivered back in a YouTube video, that's there. Also, my website if you want to book a session. And as I always say, if you want to support any content creator like V and I, one of the best things you can do is just share, like, retweet, post,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe. But if you do feel led and you want to do a little virtual tip, we are putting our Venmos, our Cash Apps, our other thingy bobs in the chat if you feel comfortable. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Don't feel pressured, but like I said, if you want to do you can. But thanks for hanging with us tonight. And if you're watching in the replay and you made it this far, congratulations. Oh, so yeah, I'm trying to think. Not much else is going on for me. Getting ready. I'm still learning my runes here, enjoying my runes, and
Ooh.
I got to connect with 2 people who have done runes for many, many years. Kelly and Walter, 2 separate people that I kind of had some side connections with, learning a little bit more. Several cool books on runes, and just really enjoying that. So yeah, it's a learning. I think in the balancing year for me is also a year of a lot of learning because I've been going through some serious, like, about every 2 to 3 weeks going through a book, which is kind of how I used to be. I love to read,
Mm,
and there was times where
yes.
I'd have a book for like a year, and I'd put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, which is not a big deal. I trust the guidance. So thank you for hanging with us, and we'll bring it to a close. And I will say, may the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me see and recognize the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste.
And I say, namaste.
Have a good night, everybody. See you soon.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.